Just have an open heart towards them. That everybody does things a different way. And that you don't have to do them the exact same way as everybody else. And I'm gonna stop rambling now and get back to it, but maybe the creativity. What if you never went? What difference would it make? What else am I gonna do? You would figure it out. How? Whatever you were meant to do would make itself clear. Like, fall off this cliff? Perhaps that is it. Why not make this meaningful? I can't just decide to give things meaning. Surely that is all you can do. Then everything is meaningless. It only means nothing if you deem it so. So it all meant me dying in a car. It all meant something. But for now, perhaps it means watching the sunset on the edge of a cliff. I mean, why did you come here? Again, going back to the college thing, I felt like that was the end. That I was just gonna waste away in a cabin in the woods somewhere. And then, look what happened from that. So everything I think does happen for a reason. Even the most horrible things in life happen for a reason. Some people are taken from us way too soon, but you know what? Maybe they were needed elsewhere. Maybe they were just such a good person that they were that power was needed somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not a very religious person, and I'm not a very spiritual type of person, but I don't know. Sometimes you have to give things meaning, because, as they said, then it's all you really can do. The other side of it is not something that I want to entertain. To see the waves and hope my life becomes clear. I thought if I looked out, I'd feel like everything matters. And does it? I don't know. It does not always work that way. I find some of the most important realizations come not in the moment, but after. In normality. When your mind wanders back to this place, then perhaps you will find clarity in clouded times. Well, if the engine eventually works, maybe I'll find out. Gotta leave it to the memories, I guess. Precisely. Life is not over. Yeah. I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it. If I get the chance. Where were we? Life. Always life. Life. Are you ready to bear witness to life's conclusion? Who is to say it concludes? You mean the afterlife? A new beginning, perhaps. It's the beginning of being dead. Which isn't much of a start. It could be. I don't know, who's to say? Who indeed? You? Are you like the angel of death or something? What do you think? I don't know what to think anymore. You're baffling, dear. Are you an angel? Of course I am, girl. Look at me. Why did you choose this place? Hidden away, lost in space. We used to come out here when I was a kid. I've always loved the cliffs. I would count how many faces I could see in the rocks. So many wrinkly old raisin heads. Apparently I used to call them my rock granddads. Like your rock granddads. Thought I'd come back and see if the old rock dads had any advice for me. And do they? Haven't had the chance to ask them yet. Perhaps your chance will come. Right now all I can see is sea and sky. Did it just get darker? What's happening? Fireflies are moving. Okay, it's becoming nighttime. What is it? A traveler approaches. What? Where? Like a human? It came from the rocks and the flowers. I don't see anything. Are you talking about the fireflies? Oh! I see it! You do? Oh! Hi, friend! Is that a turtle? I can't tell if it's a moving rock or a turtle. I believe it is a tortoise. Close enough. Yeah, say that to a turtle and see where you get. God. Makes me all shivery just looking at it. Why? Cowering in its shell of deceit. Soulless, scheming eyes. Just like that red demon. They're hiding something. All of them. All of the tortoises. I'm on to you, tortoise. Why do you hate the tortoise? I have my reasons. It means no harm. Look at it. You haven't seen them like I have. They're vicious. Vicious? Vicious! I was traumatized as a child, alright? By a tortoise. Tortoise. Turtle. Different entirely. Whatever. Still vicious. When I was like 9, my brother's friend brought his fun new pet round to our house. A fun little baby turtle. How fun. Imagine my delighted anticipation until I see it. Its turtle mouth snapping open and closed like a vice. So they forced me to grab hold of its spiny husk. Its long snake neck wriggles out and twists round. And it bites me! There and then! Right in the arm! I had to go to the hospital. And it was a baby. Imagine what a full-grown one could do. Imagine what I could do now. It would slice my arm clean off. This little one does not look like it knows violence. How can you say that? Look at it! They're masters of illusion. Cuteness is a veil. Oh, frog! Oh, hey, look! Frog friend! Hey, frog dude! What's up, little hoppy bro? A secret meeting. Not very secret, guys. We can see you. Be careful, Froggo. They're not to be trusted. Hey, he's sitting on him. You guys gonna leave together? What? How can you not be scared of him? It's like a turtle taxi! It's so cute! Off they go on another adventure. Oh god, I love that so much. I love that so much. I'm crying. Oh my god, I'm screaming. Do you think they're dating? Stranger things have happened. Well, Stranger Things has happened. Season 2 just ended. Okay. Maybe turtles aren't so bad. That was cute. Oh, I want to follow them so bad. Let's see how I feel next time. I got an achievement for Turtle Taxi. Hey, is it dark, or is the shadow of death finally upon me? When did it become night? I've been zoned out, man. It approached without a whisper. Like a midnight ghosty. Everything's ghosts! Yes, a midnight ghosty. Whoa, I just noticed the stars. That's pretty dope. I don't even remember the last time I saw this many. So one thing I miss about living in a cabin in the woods is that there were no lights anywhere at nighttime, so you could just see all the stars in existence. You never see the stars? Where I live, you're lucky if you see the moon. That must be isolating. They mean something when I do see them, at least. In days of absence, I will long for a night sky. Didn't you ever find it a bit overwhelming? Overwhelming? Just looking up. All the everythings. I feel like the weight of it all hanging there. Billions of light beams glaring straight into my soul. Ah, but the stars are here with us, you see? They share the night with us. But why bother? Why should it mean anything? We're too far away to matter. Distance is nothing. They're as much with us as I with you. Think, does anything offer this same tranquility? Zenyatta. Nothing lulls the soul lost in reverie as the stars. Shards of glittering glass suspended over us. Yeah, they're beautiful. Just isolating. Try this. Focus your gaze on a single star. How am I supposed to choose? Choose the brightest. Okay, they're all about the same here. Okay, focus. Wow. Okay, got one. Consider the journey that lone flicker of light has roamed. A strand of silver weaves its way across a galaxy, streaming through celestial clouds, across the backs of shimmering worlds. A lone light finally finds itself here. You know what's crazy about that? Just in reality as well, that like you look at the light, and that's great and everything he said is true. It did travel a very long way to be here, and that's fascinating. But you're seeing a glimpse of it like way in the past. What you see is not what's there. You're seeing like a memory of what was there. Oh, half of those stars might not even be here right now. If that star is say 1,000 light years away, it takes that 1,000 light years to reach you. Anything could happen in that amount of time. It's crazy. Lucky star. I just can't fathom things too infinite. Don't you get the metaphor? You are the star. It's painful. The beauty of the night is its ability to levitate you, weightless one moment, and swallow you the next. Oddly enough, it is actually nice being out here. Quite the night. Sure is. Wait, where the moon at? Moon? Behind you. Just out of sight. Ain't that just the way? Sometimes the most beautiful things in the world are right behind you, just out of sight. On countless evenings past, I found myself gazing up at the moon, lost, weightless, suspended in time. All the while the stag in the moon gazes back. The stag in the moon? The stag in the moon. You do not know it? I think you mean the man in the moon. The man in the moon? Preposterous. I suppose we all see a reflection of ourselves in the face of the moon. Makes sense? Huh. Maybe you're right. But it's the Sandman! It looks like a man, though. A reflection. Perhaps you're right, buddy. Perhaps. I wonder what the moon thinks of us. From up there, we must seem a mesmerizing unknown just the same. Probably thinks we're idiots. Probably thinks we're weirdos staring up at him all the time. It's probably not wrong. I mean, we are kind of weirdos, right? Ooh. The lights came on. We used to come out here and make up constellations when we were younger. Constellations? Yeah, you know, stories in the stars. Stories in the stars? Say what? Okay, so there's a ton of real constellations dreamed up by a bunch of skeletons, you know? So skeletons make up the constellations, but they're boring. I see. They're stories told to us in pictures dotted in the stars. Ah, tales of adventures and philosophers mapped out in the sky? Pretty much. Look, I find one of our reinventions. Direct your eyes to Zowie, the acrobat. Obviously, there's Avery, the Queen of Steel. Actually, I can't think of any. I like Zowie, the acrobat. And Zowie is the brand of my mouse. Pretty. Whoa. It's Zowie, the acrobat. He's doing a thing. Zowie. Zowie? Owie, bowie, zoopy, powie? Zowie! You know? I'm getting a lot of, Night in the Woods vibes from this. Zowie, the acrobat. Infamous for somersaulting straight through a bedroom window. Belonging to a Moroccan prince and stealing his favorite cat in the black of night. The cat went on to become a world-famous cat acrobat. A catrobat, as I like to call them. And the prince? The prince, he became so sad that he jumped out of the same window 3 weeks later. Very sad. How sad? That's life, man. On a dark night, you can just about see the cat cartwheeling next to Zowie. Haunting. Isn't it just? What other tales are hovering above? Let me think. There's the worm? He's just a line though, he's not that cool, but I like him. The worm? Yeah, immortalized in the stars because it was the first worm. First worm Jim. The first worm? Yeah, first worm. Worm 0. The foundation worm. From where did this first worm descend? No one knows. Or ascend. It fell out of someone's ear, grew from a seed. The worm descended from the very stars we see now. An astral worm. Exactly. And so it traveled across the globe, singing its worm lullaby into the soil, and planting new worms in every continent. What became of the first worm? No one knows. Some say when the moon is waning, as thin as a worm. If you press your ears to the soil, you can hear the lullaby of the first worm, softly humming through the ground. And the next worm moon I shall listen. At the next worm moon. As shall I, my dear friend. What other legends linger in the stars? Good question. I'm out of ideas. I see something. What is it? Do you see an astral boy? Oh, it's a circle. Enid. Enid? Enid. Just Enid. Should it be Enid the something? Pretty much. You gotta make it sound cool. If you're gonna make up a character, you might as well do it right. Enid the Introspective. Oh. Who was she? A great philosopher. Okay. I'm on board. She was an expert in silence. Was she a monk? Or like a mime? Mr. Bibe. She never spoke a single word. So, she just couldn't talk? She was a committed mime then. It was by choice, her eternal silence. But she could talk. She could. How could anyone tell? It was obvious. Yeah, but like how? In place of words, she chose thought. She considered concepts so grand. She fathomed abstractions so unfathomable. Ideas so spectacular and utterly groundbreaking. That one day she literally broke the ground and was swallowed by the resulting crevasse. Whoa. That's deep. Dude. It is customary to stay silent when observing the Enid formation. Okay, you got it. Out of respect and admiration. My bad. Sorry, Enid. I stared a little bit in silence. Are we still spectating? Is it true your antlers fall off every year? What a way to bring the conversation back. Badger friend! Ah! What is it? That thing! It is harmless. Are you kidding me? Do you know what that is? Do you? Yes. It's a black and white death machine. It wants to eat my soul. That much I can see. They're vicious beasts, just like turtles. This little one does not look so vicious. Trust me, they're vicious. If only you knew. He wants blood. What's your ankles? It looks more cuddly than anything. Cuddly? If you cuddle that, you'd lose an antler. Have you tried? Have you? No. Well then. Red sky! Red clouds! What the hell? Right. Let me tell you a story. Alright. So, when I was a kid, I had this fluffy toy penguin called Ernest. Ernest? Yeah, you know, after Shackleton. Although, I recently found out that Shackleton ate penguins. I don't know who Ernest Shackleton is. So, that may not have been the most sensitive name. Kind of ironic in a way. Anyway, me and Ernest were like best buds. We went everywhere together. Unconventional pod-dwelling peas. It was pretty cool. So, this one night, I'm losing my mind because I can't find him. You know how they get. They're mysterious. My mum tells me we'll find him in the morning. I flipped. I was shooketh. So the next day, we're in the garden and I see a wisp of white blow by. Delicately dancing in the wind. It was pleasant. Dreamy, almost. Was it a piece of Ernest? It isn't long before I locate the source. In the bushes, at the bottom of the garden, there lies sweet Ernest Shackleton. Disemboweled! It wasn't just my little Ernest, he was dead, he was disemboweled. Poor little Pingu. It was quite the scene. It was awful. So my dad goes looking for evidence, trying to avenge my woe. There, behind the hedges, it unveils this demonic, frothing badger. You haven't had a lot of luck with animals in your life, have you? Nestled in Shackleton's remains. Nestled! I still have the image in my head. I learned a lot that day. I learned how animals get disemboweled. Learned about badgers. About letting go. About the bloodthirst of badgers. They're demons! You ought not let the actions of one affect your opinion of the whole. Maybe you're right. That other turtle was pretty cute. That one was pretty harrowing, though. This one is not. What's it doing? Very little. Wondering. Plotting. Crimes. I'm on to you, Badger. There is little in the way of plotting to note. It's all internal. It's all up here. They do all their plotting. At nighttime, in their heads. Trust me. It's moving. Badger comes over, he's like, I can hear you, you know. Here it comes. To disembowel you, I should think. Don't say that! Goodbye, friend. It was a pleasure. Stop! I don't like it! Shoo! Go away! Why is he just sitting there? Okay, he's leaving. Bye! He was pretty cute. Your adversary has departed. You will not be missed, devil creature. Striped demon of the night. Black and white death machine achievement unlocked.